Roadkill Extra shows up every weekday on Motor Trend On Demand, and you can see them all with a 30-day free trial at motortrendondemand.com. But here's an example of one of the shows that you missed last week. I am not proud of this one at all, but I guess I have to tell the truth about what went down here. Do you remember the episode of Roadkill where we took our land speed racing Camaro and went to Bonneville to try and set a land speed record? That didn't end so well, did it? We ended up completely roasting this poor engine, and it sat around, I think, for 3 years now. We only got around to disassembling it yesterday. You'll see it in an upcoming episode of Roadkill where it's gonna have sort of a pivotal plot point on it, but that's gonna be a little bit down the road, so I thought I would give you an inside peek at what actually happened to this engine when we blew it up. Check it out. See the hole in the piston? I'm just gonna go ahead and hold the phone light back there so you can see that fancy hole right there. So that is a meltdown. You can see the whole head of the piston is deformed in here. The metal is literally melted from going way too lean under boost and nitrous and just shooting a hole in it. And unfortunately, when that happened, it also just scuffed the wall to death. I think some of those pieces probably got in here and just scuffed the thing bad. And what's even worse for rebuilding it is you can see that the combustion coming through here and just torching through that hole also discolored the end of the connecting rod. Let me go a little bit more with the light. See how you can see the rainbow color on the little end of the connecting rod? That is just from the combustion chamber combustion, ignition, heat, explosion, fire, just torching that thing. In fact, it even gacked the piston pin, so this thing is hard to turn. And when that happened, it also started wiping out bearings. And you can see that the bearing is really nice and shiny over here, and over here, it's got the coating on it still. And that tells you that that crankshaft is not a happy camper right there because it is not wearing evenly across that bearing. So unfortunately, this thing is junk. Gonna have to start from scratch. I thought I might be able to dingle ball hone it and fix it, but it's garbage. However, I recently did text my buddy Keith Turk and his wife Tanya, who are my land speed racing partners, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sick to death of not racing at Bonneville. I'm gonna build another motor for the Camaro. They said, what's it gonna be? Pick your class. That's kind of how it always works. It's their car, and I'm in charge of the engine program, and I usually go through the rule book and find the softest class I can and build the best motor I can, and we take off, and we set records every time except the time we put it on Roadkill. And if that isn't a because Roadkill moment right there, I don't know what is. That's all I got for you on this episode of Roadkill Extra. Here's what you missed last week on Roadkill Extra, exclusively on Motor Trend On Demand. Here's the top 3 things that get destroyed on Hot Rod Drag Week. Number 1 thing that breaks is electric fuel pumps, valve drain components. Number 3, transmissions. What are your best and worst street racing stories from, when you were a kid? It's all about just making it happen, not looking pretty, going fast, and doing it with style. If you need more Roadkill Extra, go sign up for the 30-day free trial right now.